Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Friday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And for their matchup with Phoenix, they have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Holland is out there with Ausar Thompson. Then it's Durant. Then it's Cunningham. And it's Dort in at the shooting guard position. And for Utah, they've got Porter. Magic Johnson is out there with Michael Jordan. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Hendricks in at the four-man position. As we know, late in the year, Coach, more eyes are drawn to games around the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, I talk to fans in the East who stay up late to watch Pacific Division matchups. Interest always builds as that postseason picture starts to come into focus.
And so it's the Pistons getting on the board first. Pass to Jordan. Here's Hendricks from outside the arc. Sinks the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Cunningham. Last game we saw him score 32. Five on the clock. Kessler with the rebound. Pass to Johnson. Now Jordan, covered by Cunningham from the line. Rebound by the Pistons. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
Yeah, look, that's not the kind of performance they would have liked. But the one good thing about this league, the next game's always right around the corner.
And here are the Jazz now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Man, that game goes down to the wire. Both teams exhausted, but only one has something left for the encore.
Yeah, this is the kind of game you come away thinking coulda, woulda, shoulda. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way.
Now, here's Durant. Following the miss by Michael Jordan. Count it.
Well, this is where Durant looks to score, and it's why he shoots such a high percentage.
And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
Utah shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Jordan. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Outside, Dort. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Cunningham passes to Durant. Kessler with the rebound. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Here's Cunningham following the basket by Michael Jordan. Duren a screen from the stripe, and Holland gets it to go. Holland's got 7.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here's Jordan. His numbers are borderline ridiculous in the best way possible at the moment. He's averaging nearly 33 points a game.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Here's Holland. He's coming off a 16-point game against Miami.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
A three-pointer off the mark. Utah trailing here. Johnson outside. Right wing. Here's Hendricks. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Over in the corner, Dort. Thompson outside. To the paint. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
How much power from Jalen Duren. Goodness.
Jazz have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And the Jazz making a change here. Filipowski's checked in. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. We take a look at the Pistons. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs.
And I think for the Pistons, with the regular season they've enjoyed, it has to be wondered at this point if they're the team to beat this postseason.
Here's Kessler. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State.
Yeah, but you can't talk about his performance without mentioning what he did defensively in terms of shot blocking. He was a force of nature.
Well, that's what Kessler brings to this offense, a constant lob threat.
Here's Duren. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And you talk about size, coach, strength, and bounce. Jalen Duren drawing comparisons now to a young Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he certainly is, Kevin. And look, I like to be careful when we're making those kind of comparisons with a young player and a Hall of Famer like Dwight Howard. But there are similarities with the athleticism and the relentless approach to defense and rebound.
First free throw is good.
Well, a lottery pick back in 2022. Jalen Duren brings energy to this team. A big frame, toughness down low.
He's off on the second.
Well, look, it seems like every time Jalen Duren is on the floor, he's looking to outdo himself, to raise his own standards as a player. I really like that about him.
Incredible reverse throwdown, excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Pass to Duren. Cunningham outside. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, hauling in that board, Thompson giving his guys second chance opportunities.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Dort. Hasn't made one yet. Holland, no good. Jazz have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Johnson can't hit.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Jordan finds Johnson. The Jazz working the ball around now. Jordan down low. Cunningham's there. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Free throw good, Jordan. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Trailing by 2. Pass to Porzingis. From past the arc. They get it again. Here's Duren. Buries it down low. Duren's got 7.
Well, Duren has those long arms. Terrific rebounder at both ends.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Let's take a look at the numbers for Cade Cunningham.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Filipowski. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Right side Simmons. Cunningham for 3. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Well, as a defense, you have to expect Cunningham to take those. He's not shy at the arc.
Pass to Porter. Now here's Jordan. Clock at 6. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Cunningham right side. Shoots over Collier. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist from Simmons.
Well, he's always on the hunt. Cunningham's next shot is never far off.
Pass to Jordan. There's 45 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Porzingis, guarded by Jordan. Porzingis can't hit. Jazz trail by 3. Outside, Porter. Pass to Collier. Outside, Jordan. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got 5 rebounds tonight. Simmons inside the line. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Pistons lead by 3. From Delta Center, back in a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Detroit.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
On the court for the Pistons, we've got Isaiah Stewart. He's out there with Porzingis, and it's Simmons in at the 1. Stan, teams track different officiating crews, don't they, and how they tend to call the game.
Yeah, they do, Kevin, and there are some organizations who do it more than others. I'm not a fan of it myself because I think it puts your players' focus on the officials and takes away from focusing on what they're supposed to be doing on the court. So I'm not a big fan of it.
LeVert's checked in for Detroit. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Pistons leading by 4. Stewart finds Simmons. And here's Porzingis. Pass to Lanier. Three-pointer. Cranes the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. It goes on Cody Williams. For Detroit, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And the Jazz making a change here. Hendricks is checked in, and a switch here also for Detroit. Quintman's checked in. Jazz trail by 8. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Outside Porter. Nice ball movement by Utah. Sinks the three-pointer. Porter's got 5 now.
Well, that's his game. Porter Jr. is a knockdown shooter off the catch.
Pass to Stewart. Here's Lanier. They set the pick. Lets the 3 fly. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this, more than if everything had just been smooth. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
Well, nice pass by Porter Jr. moving the ball with a purpose.
Stan, Michael Porter Jr. is a crucial piece to this offense.
Oh, he absolutely is, Kevin. First of all, we know that shooting provides space for other people to operate, and he certainly does that. But Michael Porter Jr. is also a very timely cutter and gets his share of easy buckets.
Here's Collier following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And now a 6-point Piston lead.
And the closer Simmons gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes. I love watching him in attack mode.
To the inside, Porzingis, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Jazz. Right now, if the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed.
Right now for the Jazz, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
Jazz trail by 9. Pass to Collier. There's the pick. To halt the run. Another miss by Utah. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
Porter, no luck.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
That free throw, no good. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
Now here's Johnson. He's coming off a 19-point game against Golden State.
Yeah, and you see this with a lot of great scores. When they're putting up big nights, a lot of times it's because they're making a lot of free throws.
And in getting that 3 to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by the Pistons.
Pass to Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. And it's 7 points for Porzingis.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Hendricks. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Yeah, it seems like Porter Jr. could do even more of this, attacking right at the rim.
Thompson outside. That 3 off the mark. Jazz trail by 10. Jordan kicks to Johnson. Floats one. He takes it up and lays it in. Johnson's got his first points of the night.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
Takes the 3, and Holland gets it to go. Holland's got 10 points in the game.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Johnson, the pass to Porter. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. He's checked in for Porter. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Porzingis. Here's Holland. He's got 10. Cunningham looking it over. Just 5 to shoot. The 3. The rebound by the Jazz. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season. From downtown, Hendricks can't get it to go. Detroit leading by 8. Here's Holland. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Utah's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. High post, Jordan. Trying to put it on. Hold on!
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's gonna find you.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 8. Here's Holland. Fires for 3. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Well, that's his 3rd triple of the game and his 2nd in this quarter. He is heating up.
Outside, Jordan. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Johnson's got 5 assists in the game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Fouled beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for 3.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
And he's good on the first of 3. A different look for Utah. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Kyle Filipowski. And it's Michael Porter in for Collier. He hits the 2nd from the line. And he nails the 3rd.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
Now, here's Johnson. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Here's Porter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham. No question, Michael Porter Jr. is a true shooter. Stan, he gets out there and scores, it seems like, every possession.
Well, listen, Michael Porter Jr. is not only a great shooter, he's got that high release that people can't get to. So he knows when he shoots it, it's just a matter of make or miss.
And he makes the first.
Well, as a 3-level scorer, Porter Jr. remains a key part of this team's offense and how they run their sets.
He hits both from the stripe. 1:20 left here in the second. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
That is what they want from Duren. Spike it, young fella.
Jordan outside. Jazz passing it around. Porter, no luck. Pistons leading by 9. Fades back. Porter pulls it in.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Fires the three. And Duren slams it in.
Well, positioning and size win Duren the offensive rebound, which he then cashes in on.
Johnson outside. They set the pick. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Porter, no luck. And so it's the Detroit Pistons in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half court.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the Detroit Pistons.
Their second unit's been outstanding. Even with the starters on the bench, this team didn't miss a beat.
Yeah, tonight everybody was ready to go. And looking at the players, that is more than enough of.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Jazz trail by 9. We've got Johnson. He's out there with Jordan. Michael Porter's out there with Walker Kessler. And it's Hendricks in at the 4 slot. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half. Here's Holland after Magic Johnson's bucket. There's the lob to Duren. Stolen by Kessler. Porter looking it over. To the middle. Here's Hendricks. And he dunks it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Here is Cunningham after the basket by Utah. Shot clock at 6. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Thompson for 3. Second chance shot, and Duren lays it in. Duren's got 13 points.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry though. We're not satisfied at all. Back to you guys.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Porter with a block.
The size of Porter can sneak up on you. He's a surprising 6'10".
Johnson outside. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Kessler with the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside, Dort. And Thompson kicks to Holland. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Holland's got 21 in the game.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. look at the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of the league's best rebounding teams since the All-Star break. The Jazz, number 1. The Pistons, second.
Yeah, both of these squads can rebound at a high clip, but it seems they've really even exceeded their expectations since the All-Star break.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Jordan passes to Johnson. Back to Jordan. Here's Hendricks. He's got 13. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There goes Magic. And that one drops. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside, Porter. Johnson kicks to Porter. Lets it go from the wing. And again, it's Utah.
Well, turning defense into offense. Porter with a great steal to get things going.
Outside, Dort. Pass to Duren. Now, here's Cunningham. Another 3 for Detroit.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here's Porter. 14 points for him. Back to Johnson. Jordan on the wing. Doesn't go for him. Nice defense from Dort.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And Duren is right there. And the Pistons lead by 11.
Well, it's always a huge bonus when Duren has a scoring night like this.
Pass to Kessler. Outside, Porter. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Porter's got 16.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Utah. A 12-point game. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that game concludes a 5-game homestand. Now here's Jordan. He's got 12. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring opportunities.
Detroit leading by 9. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Thompson. Makes it off the glass. He's got 8.
Gotta do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
Now Kessler, defended by Duren. Down low, here's Thompson to the inside. Shot's good by Duren. Duren's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pistons.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Good work there as it goes. Jordan's got 17 now.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And the Pistons making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. Johnson, the pass to Kessler. Back to Johnson. Jordan looking around. From beyond the arc. Thompson with the rebound.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Ben Simmons. He's getting around 8 points a game, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I love having options like him off the bench. Guys who bring effort. They can change the attitude of a team.
The first one falls.
Well, it'll be fun to watch Ausar Thompson develop over his first few years in the league.
And so Thompson nails both of them. Jazz trail by 13. Johnson outside. Six to shoot. And it's blocked.
An effective stopper at the rim. Duren sure knows how to use those long arms.
A different look for Utah. Williams comes in for Walker Kessler. And it's Collier in for Michael Jordan. .158 left in the third. Really left alone that time.
That's a nice shot, helping to space the floor for his team.
Simmons passes to Porzingis. Outside for Simmons. And Duren slams it in.
What timing on the alley-oop from Duren. That speaks to the chemistry and connection he has with his guys.
Now here's Johnson. He has 6. The Jazz have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
At the line for Utah, Magic Johnson, taking 2 shots.
That's good from Johnson. Cunningham, he's checked in for Isaiah Stewart. Second free throw, no good. Pistons leading by 11. Here's Lanier. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Cunningham passes to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's Johnson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Ben Simmons.
Yeah, easy call.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. 56 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Lanier. Williams with the steal. By himself, and it's Williams finishing it off.
Love the recognition. Realizes that one is all him.
Yeah, beating everyone up the floor and finishes off the break.
Now here's Porzingis. 7 points in the game. Over Porter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Porzingis is a huge presence. Sometimes the defense has no choice but to foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Yeah, Kristaps Porzingis, a solid shooter from the line.
And he's good on the second. 32 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Filipowski. Outside Porter. Here's Collier. Shot clock at 6. His three-pointer's off the mark. Porzingis passes to Cunningham. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And this will be his second and third shots to the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Cunningham. And so Cunningham nails both of them. And so it's the Detroit Pistons. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Ben Simmons is out there with Cunningham. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And there's Porzingis. And it's Lanier in at the small forward.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Out to the right wing. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Pull up Jay. And Cunningham with the block.
You can see the length of Cunningham there. And his timing helped out on that block, too.
Lobs it up for Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Now here's Simmons. Porzingis finds Cunningham. Launches a 3. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
The line for Utah. Shooting 1.
On the free throw, no good. Detroit leading by 10. Outside, Simmons. Back to Stewart. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Outside, Porzingis. Clock at 6. From deep. Rebound, Utah.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the middle. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Here's Cunningham, and Cunningham with the slam.
Assertive drive by Cunningham. Just took off and never looked back.
9 feet out, and there's another one for the Jam.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Now, here's Cunningham. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. And then Simmons slams it in.
Goodness, Ben Simmons, unreal.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Jordan. Over Lanier. Jordan's shot is off. Pistons leading by 10. And here is Simmons. Cunningham with it. Outside, Porzingis. Simmons on the wing. The three. Hendricks pulls it in. Hendricks has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Jordan. Over Lanier. Here's Filipowski. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. Coach challenging the team to play faster. He emphasized the main focus is that first pass off a turnover or a rebound. Make it quicker to get the ball out and into transition. Let's see if those words actually work.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. That's good from Filipowski. Both free throws good from Filipowski. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. During the pass to Cunningham. A rebound by Johnson. Jazz trail by 8. Johnson finishes inside with ease.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Out to the right wing. Here's Holland on the wing. Thompson. Pass to Duren. Back to Thompson. From deep. The rebound by Johnson. Utah has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Inexcusable defense. You can't let Kessler get established inside like this.
Outside, Dort. Cunningham sets a screen for Dort. The shot will not fall. The Jazz have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Kessler is a gigantic presence inside, which is why defenses sometimes elect to foul.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Well, where Kessler is elite is on the boards, and he's an excellent rim protector. Those 2 things alone will earn you minutes.
Michael Jordan, he's checked in for Kyle Filipowski. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Took him no time at all on that one. Thompson's got 9 points now in just the second half. Jazz trail by 5. Outside, Porter. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Johnson. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
At the line for your Jazz, Magic Johnson. 1 shot.
And Johnson no good on that one. Pistons leading by 3. Thompson dishes to Cunningham. To the paint. Here's Durant. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Well, as his career progresses, Durant needs to improve his free throw shooting numbers.
Jalen Durant taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Durant. That one is no good.
And crucially, he did enough there to make it a 2-possession game.
And they controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
Well, he's an NBA champion, and Porter Jr. knows when to step up.
Outside, Dort.